Okay, fellas, it's time to stretch and stretch for hours. What is happening here is a process of tearing and micro tears. What you're doing is you're making micro tears within your penis. And when you do this, you want to also always make sure you got good circulation blood flow. You want to always make sure that. Because not having circulation could ultimately be the death of your phallus. Which is true for everything. Cutting off circulation to your brain, you could die. Cutting off your blood flow to or your oxygen, you could die. Cutting off any type of source to yourself will ultimately result in death. So whatever you're using, whatever device you're using to stretch yourself out, you want to make sure it's comfortable and it allows proper blood flow. And being discreet is good as well, fellas. But yeah, stretch and keep good circulation. And when you do stretch, you want to at least stretch for like 6 hours at least to get a good amount of tearing within your phallus. Let's say you had a long day at work, you come home about 5 o'clock. You put on your stretching device, right? Everything cool, it's good blood flow, and everything is comfortable. So it's 5 o'clock, that's when you put on your device. Let's say you stretch for 6 hours. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 6 hours. You want to keep the device on, of course. I'm not telling you to take the device off. This is where the healing comes on. So 6 hours is basically active stretching during the day. Now, this is how you actually grow your phallus. During the night is when your phallus actually grows. When you're releasing the chemicals around 3 to 4 a.m., and it usually stops around 5 a.m., this is when the phallus is actually having cementing its gains. It's cementing the microcells and tears, and they're actually forming new cells, and the actual phallus itself is becoming longer and bigger. Alright, let me just go over it again. The only way you could grow your dick, stretch it out during the day and stretch it out during the night. Keep it stretched out at night. If it's not kept stretched out at night while you're sleeping, you don't really have to be asleep. You can stay up night you could stay awake all night if you want. But if you don't keep your penis stretched out during the night, when certain chemicals are being released and force it to grow, then it's not going to grow. If you stretch your dick out at daytime and then take your stretching device off at night, then you're going to basically shrink back to your original size. I don't even want to use the word shrink, but you're basically going to retract back to your original size. If you keep it stretched out at night, you're forcing it to grow. And you're cementing your new gains. This has always been the way to grow your dick. Well, this is the most primordial way to grow your dick. The correct way to grow your dick. From what I've seen online, people just stretch out during the day, but that was always the wrong way of doing it. So keep it stretched out at nighttime, and that's the way you force growth, and you will see growth that morning. It doesn't take a week, a month, 2-3 months to see growth. You'll see little not like little centimeters of growth every day. Like, still be small, because it'll be happening in micro tears. Your growth will be small, so you'll see at the end of the month you'll see a overall bigger growth. But every day you do this, you will literally see your dick grow. Literally, like, it works. So that's the way you grow. You keep it forced. You force it stretched out at night. You keep it full stretched out at night. If you don't, then it's not going to grow. And this has always been a secret, and this has always been a primordial way of doing it as well. And that, in essence, is basically how you grow your dick. This is how you grow your dick, fellas. Stretch it during the day, but you got to keep stretching at night. And for sure, this is really the most primordial way you could grow your dick. It's very simple, but it's very basic, and this is very much a simple technique. It goes back to like the Stone Age type of simple knowledge. It's very basic, and so basically, what I have seen from the astral realms is there are a gargantuan amount of techniques to grow your dick. Faster, more effective, and still safely. The technique I just mentioned right now is basically the most primordial caveman sticks and stones type of age knowledge, but it's basic and it's simple. This is what you start with, the simple stuff. And I need everyone out there to know that this is possible. This has always been possible. And one thing for sure that I have to emphasize, there is a difference between sexual castration and being born average or less than average. Your power lies in your phallus, and power or a lack of power can dictate your life for sure, but it can also dictate your happiness. I know this topic is always taken as a laughing matter, but see some help if needed. And let me just say a little bit about me so there won't be no confusion. So my name is Nickaro Young. What I do is I go into the astral realm and I extract information, anything that could be beneficial to humanity, but also things that could be beneficial to me personally, you know. I wrote a book called Ritual to Grow the Phallus. You could find this book on bookbaby.com. All you have to do is type in ritual, or you could just type in my name, Nickaro Young. And I appreciate y'all support me, y'all. This is what I do. I go in the astral realm and I extract information. Information that could benefit humanity, but information that could benefit me personally as well. I also created a device that you could actually wear to use to stretch out your penis all day and all night. But it hasn't fully developed yet. So the support will actually help support that as well. And yes, even though I said basically the gist of growing your penis, there's definitely a lot more information in my book. You have also I also talk about a secret technique that's also kind of known, but I learned it in the astral realm. It's kind of like a pressure point you would press on yourself, and you kind of redirect sperm in your body, and kind of in your bloodstream, and kind of up towards your pineal gland. And it's a very sacred technique. So you have more information in my book. So you have more stuff. But I just wanted to put the basis out there because I feel like that should be, free. And it's kind of needed knowledge as well. And one more thing I just want to make clear for sure that you don't have to get anything from me. You don't have to buy any device for me. The support from my book, that will be just what it is, support. But there are stretching devices already being sold online. Granted, they are somewhat looking uncomfortable looking, or may not be fit very comfortable, but still you could test this theory out today. The information is right here for free in my video. It may be get into more details in my book, just trying to be how to handle it safely and whatnot, and a couple more details in it. But everything I say here today is basically you don't need to buy anything from me per se. You could buy your own stretching device somewhere online. I believe they have some on eBay. If you just type in like stretching device or penis stretching device. But you do not have to buy anything from me. Any support would be just that support. Thank you for your time again. Thanks for the time and thanks for the support. Take it easy, y'all.